Howdy there, I'm that indie games guy, and if you're here, then you're exactly like me. You love indie games and want to know what games will be coming out in the future. Or if you're watching this from the future, games that have already been released. This video, I'll explore a whole list of indie games that are set to be released shortly. These could be games you've already wishlisted, or unknown gems. Let me know in the comments below if you like the look of any of these games, and let the video commence. Starting us off, we have a crazy over-the-top bullet hell that's full of anime waifus and godly powers. Seems like a match made in heaven. This is Artifact Seeker. You'll need to defeat corrupted enemies who are trying to take you down. Once defeated, they'll drop different artifacts, which will grant you godly powers that will basically make your screen look like a rave. It'll be down to you if you end the game of the gods or choose to become a god yourself. Follow a roguelike map where each encounter could be your last as you get ambushed, find strange merchants selling glowing rocks, or befriend different heroes that are on a quest themselves. Artifact Seeker is a stunning mix of Vampire Survivors and Slay the Spire, but adds this stunning NPC and playable characters that will keep you coming back for more. Can you develop the best strategy in this hack and slash hell pit of chaos? I'm going to be trying my best, but I'm sure you'll all do better than me if you take on the challenge. I absolutely love monster taming games. Going off on an adventure, and as someone who would say, gotta catch them all, it's a really fun and satisfying journey when you see yourself leveling up, evolving, and spending hours in grass looking for shinies. But then, add in the genre of auto battler as well. Now this is getting interesting. Kadomon Hyper Auto Battler is the perfect mix of monster tamer and auto battler that has you set off on your journey in roguelike fashion as you aim to become the very best. Kadomon has a lot of similarities to other taming games. Not stating what they are because, I don't want this game to be hit with a banhammer, but like the other games, each Kadomon has special characteristics that make them stand out, with this being their typing or secret stats. But it means that you'll really need to think about strategy as you form the best team that you can find. Be on the lookout for strange misprinted versions. Each Kadomon has rare forms that you can look out for. Kadomon Hyper Auto Battler has been out with a demo for a while, which has received raving reviews, very positive on Steam with over 400 reviews so far, and the main game will be releasing into early access, as the developers want to work with the community to get the game right. I'm really looking forward to setting off on my own adventure and maybe finding some friends, maybe just some people, off the top of my head, named Mrock and Bristy. I'm a massive sucker for deck builders, starting with a basic deck and collecting new cards or creatures on a journey to hopefully have a great deck by the end to fight the final boss. But imagine if someone was eating your cards as you played them. Well, this is Acolyte of the Altar, a deck building roguelike where you're face down against colossal beasts who grow more powerful as the fight goes on, as they can eat your monsters. I mean, everyone gets hungry, but can you leave my monsters alone, please? This is all about getting the job done as fast as possible. If you take your time in this game, you will most definitely lose. Build a deck that is all about speed and dealing as much damage as fast as possible. I'm so used to making a deck that's kind of set around a set card or a strategy, but with Acolyte of the Altar, I'll be picking up cards that just say go face. A little Hunter Hearthstone joke there. This one is not for beginner deck builders. I see this more for people who enjoy the genre as a main game, instead of just passively playing them every now and then. A spaceship has set off for another star. It'll take many years before it reaches its destination. But what if someone on board is currently planning on ensuring it never makes it to this new star, and none of the people on board will get to see a new life? Well, you're the new chief of security. It's now down to you to find out if anyone is planning these devious acts on this spaceship. This is Between Horizons, a 2.5D stunning detective narrative game that's all about keeping everyone safe and figuring out who might be up to no good. It's not just one case you'll have ongoing. You'll be encountering multiple clues as you travel around the ship and speak to the crew currently on board. It'll be down to you to decide which clue goes to which case, and that's probably going to be my biggest downfall. If you correctly get it right, you'll get a gold star and a job well done, but if you get it incorrect, you might be the reason this ship goes down. The game has multiple different endings, and all I can say is I hope you get the best one. Between Horizons is a space masterpiece that will have you piecing together a puzzle you haven't even opened yet. These games always start so confusing until you get that one clue that opens your eyes and the picture becomes so clear. Welcome to building an automated factory that you'll be able to build, make, and basically get it to do whatever you want. Well, maybe not everything, but you get the idea. This is AutoForge, a 2D sandbox game where you'll be able to build your own factory high up into the sky or down low into the earth where the hot molten core exists, as you'll need to slowly get your factory working to peak condition and have everything being completed for you by your trusty machines. You'll be alone in this little adventure. Freshly reawoken from your long slumber, you'll play as Otto, a magical golem who will need to explore and investigate where everyone you once knew has gone and what happened to everything from the old world that you remember. Make sure to explore to find long lost ancient technology that will no doubt help in your quest. AutoForge will be releasing into early access. The game has been getting amazing community support already for years, and this won't be stopping. The new community, which is all the new people who buy the game, will hopefully be able to shape the game to become the final product once released. We see so many games these days that show how we are polluting the earth, how humans are the ones slowly decaying nature, and most of them are true in the beliefs, but really only show one extreme, a barren wasteland. But what if we showed the earth slowly getting better? This is One Last Breath, a beautiful game about curing the world, not just surviving in the wastelands. Born from Mother Nature themselves, Gaia will need to use her abilities to alter the environment to save the dying world. This 2.5D adventure reminds me a lot of games like Little Nightmares or Limbo. In this discoloured world which really does portray a sad environment that's full of doom and gloom. Strange creatures will try to stop you, but it'll be down to you to solve the puzzles and ensure Gaia can reach the end to make sure the world survives. One Last Breath is a message. It's a sign that things do need to change. Sadly, no magical creature is going to arise from Earth to save it. It's humans who need to change, and through games, we can show what a world could be like if we don't do anything. I'm honestly in shock at how awesome this game looks, and I really do hope it lives up to my own hype. It has massive tower defense, base building, and its beautiful looking first person shooter all at the same time. This is Outpost Infinity Siege, a game all about heading out to explore a vast world to collect and secure resources, to use at your own outpost to help grow and defend. I get so many different games when I look at this one. Armored Core with this massive mech, Call of Duty with the gunplay, Supreme Commander with the robots fighting you. I could go on, but I won't because I'll be like a broken record. But to me, these are all great attributes for the game to have. The gunplay is probably the most important part, and it seems clean and realistic, not clunky. Outpost Infinity Siege is a bit of everything. I really hope it's a jack of all trades and not just a master of one, as it'll be a shame if one part is good and let down by the rest. Fingers crossed we have a good shooting, base building, defense, exploration, looting game on our hands here. One game I absolutely adore is the Falconeer. Playing as a stunning warbird, having bird fights against other birds of prey, it was fantastic and, to me, massively underrated. So when the same solo developer decided to make another game in the same universe, it got me really excited. This is Bulwark, Falconeer Chronicles, a completely different game to the original. Bulwark is an open world base building wonder that will have you develop a whole world. You'll be building tower by tower, building by building, as you take what broken infrastructure was left behind in the old world and build anew to allow for the world to once again thrive. Each city you create will become a hub for people and trade, set up new routes between cities you build, to see if the new world will be any better than the last. Bulwark Falconeer Chronicles is something new. It's a chilled out base building game that allows you to take your time more than risk rushing and messing things up. The choices you make will define this new age. Make sure it's one where your legacy will be told for generations to come. It's time to travel on a turn-based adventure in a stunning pixel world where, after a shortage of magic crystals and the sudden awakening of these strange ancient robots, you and your new friends will be called upon to save everyone. This is Terra Memoria, and I'm so excited to explore the world of Terra. Vast with knowledge and strange encounters, Terra is a dream for lovers of RPGs, as you don't have to rush through an area. Just take your time and enjoy the world. Reminding me a lot of Octopath Traveler in the visuals, the world looks stunning in my favourite art style, a pixel adventure. You'll need to cook some delicious food when camping, craft, build and repair items around the world to solve different puzzles, and write out a regional guide so you'll never forget the area that you were once in. This is a cozy RPG that I'm sure a lot of us have been looking for. Terra Memoria will be a fun-filled RPG with elements from different genres to make it feel fresh and relaxing. The story will allow you to explore and experience new adventures, and the graphics will have you move from town to town in beautiful scenery. This is a must for me. And finally, we end on a road trip, one that will uncover long-lost secrets from within the family tree, and discover the truth around certain topics that haven't been spoken about in years. This is Open Roads, an interactive fiction adventure where you and your mother will hit the open road to head to new and old locations. As the wind hits your hair in this classic road trip that will allow the mother and daughter bond to grow even stronger. Secrets are sometimes best left untouched, locked away in the key throne, but Open Roads is about smashing open that lock and figuring out what your family once was like. It will no doubt bring up topics that will be difficult to understand at first. This isn't a game about peace and nice things all the time. Be ready to really see the flaws in each person as you try to make sense of all the new things along with the baggage that has been carried with you so far. Open Roads is a beautiful adventure, one that will have highs and lows, with hand-drawn characters brought to life by animation. I'm excited to see how this family deals with its past traumas so the future can be as clear as possible. And that's the end of games being released this week. Let me know if you'll be playing any of these titles, or if you've picked up any other games that you're excited about. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye!